Still Screaming. This is a documentary about Scream, and as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm reviewing a couple documentaries about Scream in preparation for Scream 6 coming out, because I've already reviewed all the Scream movies on the channel, and I'm not planning to do it again. So if you want to see my reviews for the various Scream movies, they're all up on the channel. So this documentary is really good, unlike the last one. This is a really nice set, by the way, because what you get is you get Scream 1, 2, 3. And if you don't mind having them not in 4K, that's fine. And then the disc is in my player, but you get 2 documentaries on 1 disc. And this is about $18, 3 movies, 2 documentaries. And they are like hour-and-a-half documentaries, so they're not like cheap fluff. There's not a lot of special features on these discs, but because you get those 2 documentaries, it's really worth it, And any like interviews or director's commentary and things like that isn't really necessary when you have documentaries that actually do all that anyways. So I think that's fine. So the last one was really bad to me because the way it was narrated and stuff. This one's really good because what they do so well in this documentary is they really just give you the vibe that these movies were fun to make. You get all the cast and crew in here who were interviewed in the last documentary, but it was very irritating. They were stating the obvious about the movie and things like that. This one, you're getting unique set stories that they're probably not going to tell anywhere else. They're telling you right here in this documentary, and you get the vibe that this cast and crew liked each other. It was fun, and to make this movie, and you understand where this movie came from. You get Wes Craven's involved in this documentary. He talks in it, rest in peace. And that's really awesome to see. You get all that fun stuff in there, and then you do also get that making side of the documentary. Though I would say that's secondary to like just the cast and crew just talking about this movie and how little fun stories that they just had off of the sets and stuff and their experiences, because like they talk about the making of the first Scream very loosely, and then as soon as they're done with that, they talk about how they made a sequel, and they don't really say much about the actual making of the second one. They more go into just the cast and crew talking about fun stories they made with it, and they kind of do the same with the first, and they're all interesting, unique stories that are all very they're all just fun stories that you kind of just enjoy watching this crew talk about their experience making this movie. And it's actually a really solid documentary about the making of these movies with the cast and crew, and it's just awesome. I think if you're a Scream fan, if you've never seen this documentary and you don't know much about where Scream came from, I kind of knew all this stuff anyways, but there were definitely some things that I didn't know that were in this documentary, and that's a sign of a good documentary when someone like me knows things, like a lot of stuff about movies, and then it's able to teach me new stuff about it. Really good, really solid documentary about Scream. So that is Scream, Still Screaming.